And here we go again, starting with the Moonshine Inc. So let's see whether we have more success this time. At least last time we didn't get into too much trouble, but didn't make either terribly strong or good flavored moonshine, which is like, it clearly requires much better equipment, the yeast and whatever, to get like very strong. When your moonshine is 30% or so, it's not really, wouldn't be considered very high quality. Like, yeah, like I would call that a little bit limited in ABV, to say the least. So wouldn't think that that would be at least considered by many consumers moonshine at all, when your product is only 30% alcohol by volume. So let's see if we succeed better at getting some proper stuff out. So let's look towards the game again, see what we can have happen this time. And of course, hopefully everyone has had a good week, was a bit busy earlier in the week, so started today, so kind of didn't quite succeed with the overall schedule, but we are back and certainly happy to be. So hopefully all have had a good week this far, and feel free to tell about that in the chat if you wish. So let's then move towards the game here and see about what kind of high quality or less high quality moonshine we get. There we go, and let's then look at what kind of moonshine tasks we get next. So we at least have the craft one fermentation apparatus, which is, we are off to a good start, but could be even better. Making moonshine is great and you have the equipment for it, but what if you had more apparatuses? More equipment equals more moonshine, which equals more Benjamins, so get to it. Yeah, Mr. Old Timer, you like your moonshine and Benjamins very clearly. Because one of the issues is like that we have the medium-sized barrel, which is not very advanced. So let's go to the workshop and see about what can we craft. Fermentation. We can craft a open fermentation tank, because it's not kind of very useful to make another of the blue barrels. Like, yes, we made another blue barrel. It's more blue than the blue barrel, so let's try, can we craft the open fermentation tank. So it costs very modest, what, like 1,000. Sure, would imagine getting a plastic vessel that is blue and doesn't look very clean wouldn't cost $1,000, but fair enough. So let's create one of those and put time at normal speed. So alright, they're apparently showing the progress, yes. So we are making one large blue fermentation tank. Unfortunately we can't rotate it, which would of course look very elegant. Quantity of alcohol, alright, so we have created almost 200 liters. The quality might not be quite as commendable, but it is what it is. Also the police alert level is quite low, so clearly the police isn't very well on to our Moonshine business yet, so that of course helps a bit with not having the law on your back immediately. And here's our crafting progress, so nice evening colors in the sun currently, so that's of course very elegant. And let's then see about, should be done pretty soon. Yes, it's like 1 pixel away, so there you go. Even gooder equipment. I knew you could do it. You're everly been my favorite nephew. Alright, Mr. Old-Timer. So can we now position the there was, do think, a separate tool for positioning these. Yes, let's position it next to the other one. There we are. And then hire a worker. No serious business owner is going to do all the work themselves. No business can grow that way. That's why you need to build a crew of trusted employees. Surely someone in this area possesses skills and time to help you. For a price, of course. Alright, let's see about Worker HQ. Recruitment. And what do these have as properties? They do not have any trades, and Cooper is a bit cheaper, so let's see if we negotiate him down to 500. And let's give a, we do have like over 20,000, so let's give a 500 signing bonus. There we go. Dang it, boss. For an offer like that, I can't be working harder than a pump. Alright, that was quite, considering it had only like 85% success. Yep, our crew is growing. It's starting to look at work like a beehive around here. Alright, I couldn't put that cooler. And now that we once got ourselves more workers, let's go on honing our skills. Sure. Sounds like a great plan. Dang it, Crunkle, you're so wise. Yeah, Mr. Old-Timer just want to drink the moonshine himself. Mordrude suspect. I know you're making fun of me, but I choose to take it as a compliment anyway. Ha. Alright. Make 100 liter of alcohol. Let's also check the map. Do we have any quests like on the map? apparently not currently, like we only have the places like local 10, old shack, under bridge, which is also like you like to drink your moonshine under the bridge. Be that the case. So let's then see about producing more moonshine. So apparently there are no special missions currently. We need more ingredients, of course. So let's see about what we could utilize for further like interesting flavors. We can now apparently buy honey, which should be an especially important ingredient of Cherry Bounce, the drink that earned the legendary Amos Owens the title of Cherry Bounce King. This one certainly liked cherry, so let's buy like what 100 kilogram of honey. It shouldn't spoil very quick, so let's buy 100 kilogram of honey and also we would need some cherries most probably, but it doesn't seem we have only like different sugars really available this far. So let's buy also cane sugar. Like let's see if we make more like sugar wine than like traditional corn or such. So if we buy more of sugar wine type things, should be interesting. So let's see how that goes. Let's plan a batch. Dismiss that and create new batch. So let's see what kind of flavors we get. And ingredient. Let's first of all use the honey. And also let's see how far we use some cane sugar, and honey goes to pre-fermentation and cane sugar goes directly into our new fermentation vessel. Alright, we can get 88% recipe match. What if we leave the cane sugar out? 100% match for something. So there's our new recipe. So let's lock that in. So we can create a new recipe that is clearly very honey based. So let's see what that is. Daddy Bear sounds kind of also. It apparently requires also some other sugar to be used to be Daddy Bear. So we do have a new one available at 100%. So and we use the old distillation thing. There we go. And then we bottle. Looks good. Let's create that, and should also clean and repair the distillation apparatus, so let's do that first. So our fermentation barrel is perfect and the old cauldron is also in the 90s. This in turn requires a bit of maintenance, so let's select that and answer why we can't maintain the thing. We can maintain the medium-sized barrel. We can only maintain the medium-sized barrel, whatever reason. Let's see if it's because we had game paused, so we still can't maintain the distillation device, so let's distill with 8 as it is. So set up fermentation for let's see, simple. We can use like simple Kindle, simple blast and simple power yeast. Let's see what kind of difference we get with each. So we get quite different flavors, and let's see which matches the new recipe best. These two both give 87%, so and let's see how fermentation time affects the match. So of course less side flavors give less problems. It's only if you ferment this shortly you won't get enough ethanol. So let's see, does that give more ethanol? Yes, 21. It gives a bit worse a match, but it's like we would like to also have, like if our starting point is, and let's see if we add some mash, we can get even more ethanol without affecting the match much. So our barrel appears very full. Now one problem is also the sugar amount, which is currently above what is possible for the yeast. So let's go to pretty much the maximum, and let's see which yeast is most tolerant. Unsurprisingly the power one, like you get more clearly. Hello there SFW, good to have you here. Let's greet you properly also on the main screen. So oh indeed, oh there we go. Welcome to the stream, and hopefully you have had a good week this far. And let's see about our fermentation thing. So we are now within the limits for that and are getting 13%, so it's like if we ferment it all the way it's still 13. That improves the match already a bit, so it's not like we are losing much alcohol wise. Let's see, can we most probably can't do much about, like if we want to have more volume, it's like most probably keep the amount of sugar at maximum and go for that. So it will be a bit more bitter than desired, but we are also getting more strength, so to think that would be good enough. 87% is still sufficiently good. Alright, now we have fermentation ongoing, so we can speed time up a bit, because it's not very interesting to watch. So our sugar this time is honey. So there we have the fermentation ongoing. And our workers are just wandering around. Fair enough. Alright, our fermentation is going well, so let's see how far we... Alright, we are getting fermentation finished soon, so let's return to batch creator and set up distillation. So now we can see how we get the overall flavors out and if we can improve the recipe match. Like, let's see, first of all, we would need to get preferably 40%, which is kind of pushing it, like clearly. Leaving out the last 2 jars already improves it up to 35. The next one we most probably do not want to leave out. It's like leaving out a lot of, then we would be getting 41, but it's like also the match isn't very good, so it's kind of, if we add the later ones in, it actually improves the match, but it lowers the strength considerably, like almost perfect match, but you get only 26% strength, so it's actually 46 liters, and if we add that back in, we get 57. Let's see how the situation is with lower speed, so we get to control that a bit more. So we should most probably at least leave out a couple of the lowest strength ones, so that actually improves the match. The first one most probably, yes, the first one is worst for the match. You can get like excellent match for the flavor profile, but then you also lose a lot of strength because the most of the bitterness is in the strongest portion. So if we like leaving that out would also improve the match. If we leave the 1 and 3% jars out, it's kind of also overall better match could be reached. And then we have 29%, so it's kind of like there we have 82%, which is green, and it will be 26%, so no need to add water. It won't be very strong, but to think, let's see how like the high flame actually gives worse match, because you have to leave the one out that would improve the profile, so it's like you get maybe 1% more, if even 1% more strength, so it's better to cut it that way. And let's distill. Time to shine. there we go, speed again, time up a bit, and let's bottle the thing and sell it. And let's name it. Just honey question mark. And we should be making a profit as long as we can sell it, so let's increase price to $50 per liter, which is I do think pretty alright, and we certainly do not add water because there's not much use in adding water. Let's bottle it. And now that we have bottled it, we can sell it. So our car seems to be not the best one ever. It doesn't need repairs currently either, so let's see about making deliveries. Oh, hello there, Briareos. Let's greet you properly. The Moonshine game isn't like the fastest thing ever game speed wise, so it's pretty easy to greet all the fluffs while making the Moonshine. So hello there, Briareos, and thank you for joining. Hopefully you have had a good week this far. And let's see about delivering our fancy shine somewhere next. So let's then see about where we might deliver it. So under a bridge sounds like a great idea. Alright, we do still have some of the poor man's tequila, which is 20%, so let's take all of that to under the bridge. And start delivery. There we go. So we deliver to under the bridge. Road event. Some old man waves at your driver, needing help. Help with what? Lighting up an old cigarette, but the man seems very wise. Maybe your driver should talk with him for a while. Have the driver listen to the old man's wisdom. Alright, driver gets 1000 XP, sure. Good idea to listen to some roadside wisdom. Hopefully Moonshine under the bridge is popular. Now that we get rid of the cheap tequila, we could make more. make more, and let's try the straight cane sugar for this. Let's see now if we add honey, can we get the daddy bear nailed? Alright, it's hard to get very strong match because it's like it seems to twist a bit in the wrong direction, so let's see if we try something else then. If we try corn syrup, which also requires pre-fermentation, so 74 at like direct, then we again get 88, so it's kind of, it moves in a bit different direction flavor wise if you keep adding the, so it's kind of not many things seem to match with that, so let's drop the corn syrup and see what else we have. We do have the Demerara sugar still in storage, which makes it really sweet a drink. This recipe requires an aging step. Alright, let's see if we change the proportions. It's like it very quickly changes the Okeloha. Alright, Okeloha. Not very good match for that either, it's kind of like what comes with straight Demerara sugar. Right, it's quite sharply only in bitter direction, so, and if we use just straight cane sugar it becomes quite salty overall. And what might we get with cane and Demerara sugar? Right, changing proportions, it's quite hard to either with this combination get any recipe well, so let's just use the rest of the honey and again do the kind of like 100% match, so let's go with that and set up fermentation, which again is kind of which yeast gets the best match, so it's kind of like these are quite equal. That can take only 15% sugar, so it's really hard to get very strong results because it's like can take 16% sugar, so it's like not going to be very strong that way. And this yeast can take a bit more sugar, so it becomes 10. Let's try this time with this, if we can get more flavor profile matches. Again 80, 84 if we do maximum fermentation time. Then it's again the question of very poor strength, so let's go with that, because otherwise we will again have so low ABV that we are not being taken seriously as moonshine makers if we have only like. Let's plan another delivery. Now we have we delivered all the Did our car break again? Yeah. Yeah, it's still in delivery. So no need for repairs, it's just was still out, so let's now plan another delivery. So let's deliver into the old shack. So we have the honey question mark, which is at least a bit stronger, like 27%, so it could be considered at least kind of like it is still drink. Let's deliver that to old shack. Alert level 3. So we should possibly deliver somewhere else. Let's see, if we deliver to local 10, it increases alert level less. So let's deliver there. A bit longer route with some nice curves, it seems. So now the delivery takes a while. Senior Johnson, your driver notices an old race car track and just cannot stop himself from trying your wheels on it. You could tell him to get a grip, but maybe he'll learn something from this. Delivery quantity minus 100 liters. That isn't going to work for us because we have less than 100 on board, so not going to race this time. There we go. Let's see how our next batch is doing. Alright, let's speed up because it's still fermenting, so let's then ferment it all the way. And once it has fermented, let's make sure there we go. So normal speed and set up distillation. And now it's again like deciding the cuts, because that would be 84% match, but we would like a bit stronger. So let's see first of all with fast we get like, if we put the 2% one away, we get 58 liters. That worsens the match a bit. That worsens it a lot. That actually improves it, but the problem is that we are losing some ABV with that. 23, that would probably be the best we can get. So 89% match. The flavor profile, let's see with low flame and throw out that would be also 89%, 24% strength. Then if we throw that out we get 26%, but that doesn't make the match worse, so let's also throw that out. So it's 26% now, and we need enough to get 100 liters full for the quest, so it's still looking rather good. Then if we get rid of that, we get 81% match, so that would be already 29. Does make the match worse if we get rid of even stronger one. It's like, would prefer to get rid of that. 81% alright, but then we get almost 30% ABV. So let's distill it with that. So we put 3 last jars away as a cut and do not add water. So there we go, let's distill that. Oh, hello Tertika! Let's greet you properly on the main screen while our not fancy moonshine distills. So hello Tertika, it's been a while since Duting have seen you here, so welcome, and certainly Mordrude is happy to welcome you to make moonshine with us. So yes, we are playing Moonshine Inc. So we are making the moonshine. This was originally supposed to be Discovery Channel's Moonshiners the game, but they gave the license away because apparently Discovery was like micromanaging the game design too much to their liking. Let's name this in turn Honey ? Version 2. There we go. And that also costs $50. It's even got a bit more strength to think, so it's almost 30. We are getting there. Quality is very kind of like 54%, but we are gradually improving on that. Let's bottle it. Alright, now we have made, and say what you will, but I think you got this moonshining thing covered, bro. Mr. Popular. Dang it, bro. You're really doing it, becoming more and more famous. Well. Able to create so many fancy liquors. The familiar smell of liquor, yeah. Keep your hands away from that merchandise, old man. As said, Mr. Oldman just likes to drink the moonshine. Oh, no problem, Mr. Tika. Good to see you. Keep your hands away, yeah. Better to go help this fine young nephew of yours. He's got booze and it's selling well, but what now? Crumble. And stop rumbling. I know that behind those glazy eyes hides the keenest moonshine mind of all. Well, you know damn well flattery, I'll get you everywhere. I suppose we once could focus on getting us some new equipment. This affair ain't close to ending, children. I think I preferred when you was all a crumbling, but I suppose you're right. Time to start making actual money, and I mean proper Benjamins. Except the Johnny Law and pesky tax collectors fetch natural disasters to competition. Okay, a lot of things can stop you now, but I believe in you. I'm sure that Krungle does too. Either way, you done learned what you could here. Time to move someplace else. A new area, new clients, new challenges. Amazing. I'm glad you think so, because we once going to. Really, well, I sure as heck ain't fixing to miss this show. By which I mean we once might be able to help, of course. Again, suspect he just wants to drink the moonshine. Let's go then, holler when you're ready. A family trip like no other. Move to new base, meet the locals, deliver 60% of alcohol made from maple syrup. Alright, let's see, is it still in this map or... Apparently not necessarily, so do think we can move to new base. How do we do that? You're really doing this, you're making money, getting clients, employing folks, even paying them for their labor. Wow, you're becoming a true businessman, but every business needs to be expanded, it needs to grow. Time to move to a new base, a new place, a new frontier for you to conquer using the skills you've mastered so far. It won't be easy, sure, but it'll be more than worth it. Alright, how do we move to a new base then? It's not very clear. Let's pause the game and... Oh, hello there, Knorrik. Wow, let's also greet you properly on the main screen. Oh, hello there, and hopefully you have had a good week this far. We are indeed playing Moonshine Inc, so we're making the moonshine. And let's then see about what we can do in that respect. Like how to move to the new base. There we go, and let's then see about, let's then, oh hello there Raven, greetings to you also, and let's then see about how we can move to the new base in the game, because we were told we could expand our moonshining business, so let's see how we can make that happen in the game. Alright, there's a button. There was a small button next to that. Hush Hush Forest. Now you know the basics. You move to a new place to start building a proper moonshine business. Fancy clients, crazy clients, bootlegger car chases, corrupt sheriffs. That is what moonshining's all about. Let's go to the next zone. Yes, please. You can't return to this base after leaving it. Be sure to finish everything you want here. You can't take anything with you to the new base. Alright. Not that we had such fancy things either, so let's move on. Like, we can leave the blue plastic barrel behind, probably without it being a major loss for the business, have to say. Hopefully all of you have had a good week this far, of course, also. Craft 3 apparatuses, alright. We do not apparently have any. So first of all we need a fermentation, let's use the better one. We also have 0 workers available, so we need to first of all hire some workers. Ace and Jaden. Yeah, let's hire both of them because we need workers, and certainly like weekly salary would prefer to pay 600 only, so. And let's give some signing bonus like. Dang it boss, for an offer like that, alright, again gonna be working very well. Slow learner, great. Certainly not going to pay Mr. Slow Learner more than the 500. And let's give a bit of signing bonus. Alright, need to offer more than. Let's give a stronger bonus. Well, it ain't much, but it's something. Consider me hired, boss. Very well. Of course, trying to push the. Now we have workers, so we can craft new apparatus. So first of all, for fermentation, let's utilize the open fermentation tank. Craft one of those. We have only one workbench, so now it's then we wait for that to be crafted. There we go. Then we shall make pre-fermentation like the old cauldron. There we go. And then we need to make the distillation apparatus. So now we can make 3 different ones like cairn, fireplace and your APCs. Let's see like what differences do these have. Traditionally, cairns were used for many purposes, often marking important places. Let's hope this one marks the beginning of your moonshining story. So it's like 200 liters. Fireplace, a simple but pleasingly elegant distillation pot, makes the base feel nice and cozy. This has power only 5, 15, 10. Let's try this. Unsure how useful the reflux rate is. Like you get a bit of reflux rate with this, but this is much stronger. So let's try one of these. 6,500, alright, not cheap. So we got to sell some moonshine after that, certainly. So let's craft that, and then we should be ready to do our first batch of shine on the new base. There we go. And then that's some right good equipment. We'll be making finest liquor in no time. I think it's already pretty good. Indeed, but it could be even gooder. You could figure out some new techniques to make new types of liquor. But no pressure, nephew. And don't feel like we're putting a squeeze on you, nor want to crush down your other ideas. Yeah, I think you know what we mean. Let's get to work. So let's use fast apparatus placement mode. So there's our fermentation vessel. There's our pre-fermentation vessel. And there's our distillation equipment. So looks nice with the fire and all. And then time to most probably create some research pressing. Alright. Technology tree pressing. There we go. Now we know how to squash some fruits like professionals. Truth to be told, you did I never done though. There's any mastery to squashing fruits. You just kind of squash them. And that's why you're not the future of moonshining in this here family, Crunkle. Your nephew is, though we do love having you around, don't get me wrong. I suppose, well, since we learned a new skill, time to make some more liquor. Something for the mind, something for the body. Me likes the way you're thinking, old man. Can we also research advanced pressing immediately? How much? Yes, we have enough mastery points. We could also research enzyme. Passive effect increases the percentage of sugar in ingredients during pre-fermentation. Let's unlock that. So we have use of enzymes. Sounds good for adding some more sugar to pre-fermented items. So let's see what we can do being able to squash some fruit. So should be interesting. So let's see about creating a new batch. Make 250 liters of fine alcohol. First of all, we most probably need to buy ingredients, so there's the shop. There's the shop, it's close to base even. Old deer stand, forest camp, so different area. There's a town down there, and there's also a tree house. Would you drink moonshine in the tree house? Now we can have grapes and strawberries, bananas, peaches, no cherries yet though. Apple is cheap. Started the Trojan War and made the Lord really cross with Adam and Eve, but it's also the basis of brandies and applejack, so all is forgiven. Let's try some apples. Let's get 200 kilograms of apples. And maybe also some normal sugar. Like 200 kilograms of cane sugar, and let's see what we can do with those. Apple jack or brandy sounds good enough, and now we have our equipment in place so we can create our first batch of shine in the new base. Alright, hello there, Jacks. Welcome to the stream, and hopefully your week has started well. So let's create new batch, and let's add some apple, and we have to probably have new equipment, so we need to build something for processing the apples. Let's see. Yes, manual press. You have to press the apples, so let's build a manual press for apple processing. You have to press the apples to get the apple juice out of them to have something to ferment. Now we have the manual press, so we position it with and then we can continue with our let's see if we add some. You can't use cane sugar in this recipe. It's not very good match yet, so we also need something else. So let's buy more.
Can I help you?
Like what would we use with apple as another? If cane sugar isn't it? Agave syrup most probably isn't either. Let's buy also some beet sugar and see if that fits apple better, because we can then ferment the sugars by themselves. You can't use beet sugar in this recipe. Clearly apple isn't being a success, so let's... Alcohol category, brandy. Apple is clearly used. We should have some more sweetness and saltiness, so... Oh, hello there, Oak Leaf Wolf. It's not really a new suit, but it's been around a bit less until recently, because needed to fix it, so... Let's greet you on the main screen, so say hello to Mordrude. Mordrude is actually quite not totally new. This is actually Maker's old personal suit, so has been around almost 10 years now, but got the suit last year and it needed some repairs, so it's now Mordrude has been lately playing a lot of games, so greetings indeed and good to have you here. So what else we can use for brandy? We can't use beet sugar or cane sugar, so... Let's buy some molasses also, and do not think those can be added either, but at least we have different ingredients. Alright, interesting. We do not know much about like what else you can put into brandy, so alright, we have also shown Fursuit of a while, so let's switch back to the game, because we have been mostly contemplating about what we could add. So apologies for that, let's raise a party that and see about more. So let's see if we can do something about the brandy. Alright, we have been doing almost 1.5 hours, so let's make at least one batch. Still, if we succeeded better. It's like apple and what else. These aren't the simple old mountains anymore, these woodlands, not a very civilized place, sure, but closer to the city, so its clientele is a bit more refined, and you need to prove your worth to them by preparing some fine liquor. Let's buy 5 kilograms of every one. We do not yet have to see which one actually works. And let's also buy some grapes. Let's see about all of these, and because it's more or less trial and error, because it's not really telling us what we need in addition to apples. Grapes can be used. So let's buy 100 kilograms of grapes and go on with that, because clearly those are allowed. There we go. 80% match, so that would work for us. Let's see how it ferments. So let's see, we have enough. Very difficult to go over the sugar limit with this type of mash. Let's see, like. We do not need to really add any water. Both of these give 12%. This gives much better match, so that's what we are using. Now we even get to reduce, like add some water. There we go. We can actually push it up to 11%, and there we go. Time to ferment our brandy. Takes a few days to ferment well with the grapes and all in it. So takes a while. Game time certainly, even like war clock time, because it ferments for several days, so it's even at X8 time it actually takes a while to ferment that. So let's ferment that and distill it and sell it and see what quests we get next, at least before finishing for today, because it's not too late, so we can do a couple of hours easily also. So let's continue for now, at least, with the moonshining for a while. Still. And our batch of mash is slowly coming up. Slow but certainly certain. Alright. still takes a while to ferment. Starts to be kind of even wall clock time wise, that's not terribly fast. So soon our fermentation step is done. There we go, and then we set up distillation. So if we take a couple of jars out, we are even getting 74% match, so we should most probably remove that. So we are almost at 40%. Brandy needs only 30%, but that... The strong ones we most probably shouldn't remove. That actually improves the match quite a bit, like good flavor profiling. It drops the strength a bit, but brandy only needs 30%, so we can actually cut that jar and make it considerably better. %88 match, so whatever that means, like. Is that the addition of water, or what is the actually like requires? Whatever that symbol is. Let's see if the Book of the Moonshiner contains any. There are no instructions on the symbols. Excellent. What kind of profile we get on high? That's difficult to really manage, so low temperature seems almost always better. Dropping that we get 88, it's like we can't get much better quality, we do have the dropping factor from blending match, but do not know what that symbol means, so it's kind of like not doable with these, so let's distill it that way. We can't really improve on that because we do not know what the symbol means, so set up bottling, so special apple would be the name of our product. There we go. 90. It's stronger all together, and we have 65% quality. Let's see, can we like improve the quality? Would we dilute it a bit like? Yes, we can actually add a bit of water to the cut. Actually makes it 72% quality, and that's more recipe match. So we can also increase the price to maybe $100 per. It's interesting that lower like match percentage gives better quality, so we go for better quality and sell it for $100 per liter. So let's bottle it. Special apple indeed. Let's see if that advanced the quest. Yes, fine alcohol, and the definition was, it doesn't really tell what is the definition of fine alcohol, but alright, time to sell some. So we could also most probably just produce another batch of that. We do have so much mastery points that let's see if we can develop advanced pressing. Yes, 200, so we need some more for that. We can also develop wild yeast. Let's unlock that. Turbo yeast sounds for like excellent idea. Like closed fermentation costs only 25 mastery points, so that should also improve quality. Turbo yeast sounds kind of questionable. You know what, you usually get the worst flavors, which is usually the turbo yeast. Like you may remember student days, wine. So let's see then what else we can do still here. So we developed a bit more, so we should probably do a new recipe in any case, but let's deliver all the special apple, and let's deliver it to the tree house. Sounds good for apple drink. There we go, so we get rid of our first batch, and then let's make more. We still have grapes. What else we can add with the grapes, like? None of these, so let's see if we buy some more fruit.
How can I help?
Like, could we maybe utilize, for example, plum with grape? Let's buy 100 kilogram What about the plum and see what that does for us? That can be matched pretty well with minimum amount of plum. What if we use wild yeast? 90% match. Let's see how it goes with if we it expands in that direction, making 90% match. Works for me. Wild yeast, let's see if it get any strength, because like usually wild yeast ferments very low alcohol levels, so let's see. Also the power one could be used. Wild power 3%, like really. These are pretty much the same, really. We could use even more plum. So let's buy even more plum. The main issue here is that we need more mash, because we do not even need to add water. There we go. Also the police pressure towards plum is increasing a bit, so at least we are not buying more plum. So let's see, we have more plum. Can we now make like a bigger batch? Let's try again. So we can get even 90% match to another like with maximum plum, so let's do that. And now which yeast gives us best match? The power yeast surprising, so we get actually 12% ethanol. Wow, that's pretty good promise for distillation. How does the match? It improves, but it's like we should do maximum strength to think it's like it will cost a bit in the final product, like, but a couple of percent are nice to have, so let's terminate there. And now we are fermenting. And there we go, we are fermenting again, so let's in the meanwhile show the suit off again on main screen while we are fermenting, because that mostly just uses time without doing anything else, so we can show Mordrude. Mordrude can show off a bit, but we should be done soon-ish, so let's switch back the game, and it's not really soon-ish yet. These have really long fermentation times, even at the maximum speed of like 2 days. That takes time. Let's see if we can get higher quality than 73%. Alright, now we are getting gradually closer to finishing the fermentation again. High quality liquor, you say? There we go, we are soon ready to start planning distillation. %, wow, we get to even dilute that if needed, so 87% match, 39% ethanol. That's more than enough. And now it's distilling. There we go, distillation ongoing. Let's bottle the thing. Slivovitz, sounds like Eastern Europe. Let's see also if we add water, can we increase the quality? Yes. %, so we made even better quality. Slivovitz, you say. Let's name it East Plum. Clearly Eastern European distillate, and this we are also, quality has increased, so this will be 105. How much does that? Doesn't affect selling time that much, so we make almost 8,000 of profit. So let's bottle it. 83% match, 74% quality. So we are still increasing quality. Wow. Bottling completed, so we can also deliver that for sale. So let's see. Old deer stand sounds good. No police attention there, no problem with customers getting tired. That's a interesting safe delivery route. Sure. Like there's a road there, but it's not used. Maybe that will take the police off or something. Looks a bit confusing, have to say. Oh, hello there, Kamu. Thank you for the subscription. Let's thank you on the main screen as we deliver the moonshine. Oh, thank you for your support once again. 17-month streak already, which is very impressive. Mordrude indeed, thank you very much. Oh, good bat. Right, we are coming up to 2 hours in a while. Let's do the 2 hours, so still a bit more. Some more moonshine production, so let's keep going still for a while. So we made, there's our delivery going. Let's see about now we have made 169. Deliver moonshine made out of plums. Mr. Vandalin Day would like. So let's see. Alright, they are there. 15 days, that's sufficient. Let's see, can we make purely a plum-based one? We made the Slivovitz last time, so let's see, we need more plums. Visit to the store is in order. The plum is also kind of police pressure area, so That's starting to be an issue. If we increase police a lot once, do not think that is a major issue, so let's buy. You want moonshine made out of plums, let's buy 300 kilograms and you wanted 75 liters, so let's buy 350 kilograms of plums. Let's see if the police comes after us.
Will do.
Yes, we got one more alert point. But now we have more plums, so we can... Your driver calls you from the road. He's bored and feels like talking and does exactly that. You zone out and your mind starts to wander, and then it strikes you. A genius idea for receipt. Alright. New patch. Now we need to use the plums, because the police is after us for use of plums. Alright, we need to start maintaining the equipment first. Our fermentation vessel needs repairs. Everything else is almost 100% still. And then it needs cleaning, so 1 hour to clean the vessel. There we go. Now we are at almost 100%. We have again had some fun with the suit, so let's show the game even. There we go. Apologies again, let's raise a paw to that and try to create something with the plums, and we can add the remainder of grapes. We can also make more of that. We could also add further ingredients, but we can't use any of these. You can't use like straight sugars in a brandy, which is interesting. There we go. We most probably need more grapes also. That should not be a police pressure point currently, so...
Welcome back. Thank you.
There we go. There we go again. And we can even add something for post distillation now, but yeah, filtration step, but we are not doing that. We are doing the Would that match better with wild yeast? Yes, we could actually do a different recipe. So yes, please, new, and let's set up fermentation. Ethanol 2% really. Alright, let's go with that. Not enough ingredients in storage. What are we missing? Now we can create it good. And now we ferment it. And now we wait to ferment it, which again takes some walk clock time. Even after this batch we most probably see who we will raid, but let's deliver this to the one asking about Moonshine made with plum. We can also again develop. We have 144, so we can't yet really. Except we can increase things in the distillation, so 200, nope. Fortification, 140. We can add neutral spirits. Sure. And there's our fermentation going on. Still for a while. Still a while left. Yeah, it's a bit odd game. Moonshine making simulator. And now we want to make the flavor match as well as possible. So let's see, we will be getting 37% ethanol. So that actually worsens the match. That worsens the match. That kind of improves the match, but the problem is that these are very strong, so it's kind of, we would like to reduce the sweet dimension, but there are only a couple of jars that would improve that. It's very hard to get more, so it's more like let's just drop nothing. We still get 37%, so we even can dilute it a little. All the jars stay in. And distillation ongoing. And there we go, let's bottle the thing. 66%, let's see, can we increase quality? Yes, 72 by reducing. So we didn't get quite as good quality. 51 liters. Alright, that would be Arak, but let's name that also. So it's Plum 2. 112. Would like to have a bit more profit, so let's push it a bit and put 135 per jar. It's exactly 35%. Let's bottle plum number 2, and now we shall deliver the one who ordered moonshine made from plums. We most probably can't fulfill that if the police interest in buying plums hasn't reset after the police alert increased, because I would like to buy even more plums. Grapes we still have, do think some in storage. You again do have some police pressure points, so let's see. Yeah, we got one more police alert, so we need to be a bit careful, and immediately would like to remake this actually. We need more grapes. Alright. So let's buy even more grapes. Can we buy grapes safely? Yes, for some reason grapes are not police pressure points.
Thanks.
Alright, can we now recreate? Yes. And now it's fermenting automatically, so there we go. How are we doing time wise? Alright, we are up to 2 hours 10, so do you think we are finishing for tonight as far as the moonshine making goes? So let's save the game here with a bit more police attention. Use the next save slot. There we go. And then let's finish the stream and see who we raid. So thank you all for joining, and let's see who's playing what. Excalibrator is playing Destiny 2. Shad is just chatting. Let's out of thought is playing Deep Rock Galactic. It's been quite a while since we have raided him. Yeah. Fair enough. Let's go for him. It's been a long while since we have raided Mr. Barfox, so oh, you're welcome. Hopefully you enjoyed the game. It's a bit unusual because it's practically a bit like some other that are more like Excel simulators. It's not very action packed, but have rather liked it, like try to get the different flavors. There we go for the raid. Thank you all for joining, and hope you have a good night, and see you tomorrow. Be well.